everyone. This is Calvin Russell, CEO and founder of 850 Club Credit Consultation. Hope everyone's doing well today. Today, we're going to talk about something we talked about in the past, but it just seems like it still is one of the best ideas or best ways to pay off your student loans. Okay. Now, I know we're waiting on the Biden administration to make a move on this. To be honest with you, this was something that, his team promised, right? At least, now I won't say promised to make student loans go away, but at least, they at least promised to come up with some type of solution, let people know what's going on. And honestly, I haven't seen much of anything. Okay. Now, again, you vote for whoever you want to vote for. But I knew that no matter who you voted for, that was going to be a tough thing to kind of move, because a lot of schools rely off of a certain amount of, revenue from the government, from students and things of that sort. But I'm going to be honest. Most people aren't in position to really pay their student loans like they should, okay? Not should like you should be doing this because you're making a certain amount of money. No. I'm talking about like we should be able to pay our student loans because we should be able to afford the payments, because when you think about it, the balances that a lot of people are having, they're like car notes. Okay, in a sense, but some people, their stuff is like house notes, right? Like a mortgage payment. So what's a realistic way to pay off your student loans? Let's get real. Okay. Number one, it just really depends on a couple different things, right? Your income and your expenses. Most of us have, regular jobs, or you may have a business, you may have some side hustles going on. No matter what you do for money, there's income coming in, right? And we've kind of created a lifestyle based on that. Even if you don't do much, right? Because there's obviously COVID going on, but I see some people on my timeline, they still traveling, they doing what they want to do, right? Granted, because of COVID, things are still limited, right? However, people have allocated extra money, not towards their student loans, but towards other things. And I get that. However, in the long term, we have to put together a realistic plan. Okay. So number one, I honestly think that you need to have an additional stream of income, but dedicate that stream of income solely to your student loans. Let's be honest. We have no idea what's going to happen with these student loans. At some point may put a Band-Aid on the situation, but worst case scenario, you're more than likely going to be in this situation for various reasons again. Okay. Number one, you may pay off your student loans. Oh, I'm sorry. You may be able to, to afford to pay, your student loan payments or whatever the case may be. But let's say that, the Biden administration or whomever puts something together in place. Let's say if they wipe all the student loans. Well, the problem is some people aren't done with school, right? So they got to finish up those programs. Some people plan on going back to school. Some people have children and I'm sure you're probably pushing them towards college, right? So we're going to find ourselves in this situation again. So the only way, I won't say the only way, one of the few ways to really hone in on paying your student loans is to have a dedicated stream of income solely to go to the student loans. So you're probably thinking, well, what can I do for extra money? Man, there's a lot of different things you can do for extra money. One of the ways to do it would be to, of course, get another job. I know who wants to do that. However, some people are open to that idea. Now, another person may be saying, you know what, I'm cool with like a side hustle. It's what we call it, right? But it's really a second job. You may do Uber on the side. You may do DoorDash. You may do Amazon. There's a lot of different things that are out there. We don't really have to put anything together. You just kind of got to join something that's already put together. And then whatever income that is, you're using that specifically to pay off your student loans. I've seen people make an additional $250 a week or more with a lot of these side hustles. Okay, $250 a week times 4, that's $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month. Let's say you got $50,000, worth of student loans. That's 50 months, guys. What's that? That's 4 years and 2 months. I know what you're thinking. Well, Calvin, man, I got to do this for 4 years and 2 months. What's your current plan? Let's be honest. If for us to hang our hats on an administration making a change, which is the government, how long does that take? Okay, listen, I'm a black man. All right. So it's taken quite some time for changes to be made, just in America, for a black man. OK, now I'm not trying to make this about race. You guys know me by now, but I'm just calling a spade a spade. the government doesn't do quite well with speedy responses and solutions. And it's not a bad thing on the government. There's just a lot of people, like some people are for certain things, but there's always another group of people that's not for certain things, right? And this has nothing to do with age, race, where you come from, whatever. People just can't agree on, a realistic way to pay off these student loans, right? So, and then for a long-term solution, okay? My point is that you need to put something in place. If Congress, if the government can't figure something out, okay? Now, if you see one of my older videos, and I talked about this subject, I went a little bit deeper beyond just having an additional stream of income. Rental property, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a real estate agent, but it's just like me working in the medical field. Let's say if I was a nurse and I saw certain things that people did that led to getting COVID, or let's say I saw certain things that people did that led to diabetes or something, right? Or something that made them sick in a fast way. My point is, if I'm in that industry, I'm paying attention to what's working, what's not working, right? However, I'm in the real estate industry and I feel that a lot of people don't know how easy it is to get a rental property, okay? Or a property just in general that you just simply want to rent. And whatever that profit margin is, you're using that towards your student loans. Let's say, for example, you buy, a 2-unit property or a duplex, whatever you guys want to call it. We'll just call it just units, okay? Because it's easier that way. So let's say you purchase a 2-unit property. Just so you guys know, if it's your first property, you only got to put down 3.5% of the purchase price. If it's a property you don't plan on living in, however, you got to put down 20%. Now, I know you probably think, well, Cal, why would I put down 20% when I'm trying to pay off my student loans? Then I could have used that $20,000, $15,000 towards something, towards paying my student loans. I get that. So this would work best if this was your first purchase, okay? And you can go up to 4 units with your first not necessarily your first purchase with the FHA loan, okay? Even with a conventional loan, there's 3% down, 5% down as well too, and of course FHA 3.5%. We kind of talked about that in another video. But you can go up to 4 units. Let's say, for example, you buy a 3-unit building, right? And you can decide to buy a 2-unit, 3-unit, or 4-unit, okay? But either way, let's just keep the math simple. Let's say you buy a 3-unit property, and now granted, you still got to put down some money, right? Now you could put down $10,000 or $15,000, whatever those prices are around you. Like, I'm gonna just use easy numbers, so I'll just use like a 2-unit. I know some use a 3-unit, but I'm gonna use a 2-unit because, like in Chicago, the numbers are I just know the local numbers here. Okay, in Chicago, you can purchase a 2-unit property for about $200,000. Okay, and that's in a decent neighborhood. You purchase that 2-unit property, the mortgage on there, and it's with the taxes, your mortgage is probably going to be about $1,100. Okay, so now you are having to pay that $1,100 per month. Now the rents for a 2-bedroom in Chicago is going to be around about $1,000 a month. Okay, so let's say, for example, just this is an example, that you didn't want to have a side hustle outside of your rental property, but we're also going to kind of play with the math. If you did have a side hustle, right? So let's say, for example, that you were able to put that together when you have you have the rental property and one of your tenants is now paying the monthly rent for $1,100. Now, of course, that now takes care of. They pay you $1,000 for rent, and your mortgage is $1,100. So now, obviously, you only got to pay $100 for the entire building. Now that's $900 profit. Okay, so either way, the mortgage is $1,100. Okay, the tenant's giving you $1,000. You pay $100. Okay, so when you pay that $100 out your pocket, now essentially you have that money that you would have initially paid okay, for the property, or you can pay for the mortgage and just use that entire amount of rent. Okay, because you got to pay to stay somewhere. Think about it. Everybody pays to stay somewhere. Okay, and some people have bought the property and they've moved in with their boyfriend, or they've moved back home so they can rent out both of the units. Now, you're supposed to be owner occupancy, okay? But you can also have a roommate that pays or whatever the case may be. But let's just keep things simple. You take that rental income and you now put that 100% of that towards your student loans. Realistically, if you owe $50,000 in student loans, that's $1,000 a month. It's very similar to the side hustle. What if you have the 2 unit property or whatever you want along with the side hustle, right? Now that's $2,000. Now it's going to take 25 months. That's 2 years and 1 month to pay off $50,000. You may even have student loans. This is just a great idea to save up money in general. But you guys get where I'm going? You just need some money coming in where you don't need it to live. You don't need it to be factored into your lifestyle. That's where that you're able to see that. And a lot of people can't see that because they're, I won't say paycheck to paycheck, but they live a certain lifestyle and there's no additional income coming in. Or you may be struggling financially, right? Where you're waiting for your paycheck to paycheck and you're like, well, I can't do it. You need to have another stream of income, guys. There's 24 hours in a day. And you don't spend all of it working and sleeping. You obviously spend some time. These Netflix shows and movies ain't watching themselves. These movies at the movie theaters ain't watching themselves. These games ain't being played by themselves. And these babies ain't making themselves, right? Just making fun. Either way, you guys get where I'm going, right? So you got to make room or time to figure out what your additional stream of income is going to be, unless you want to just keep waiting on the government to fix your problems. Now, I'm not saying you should feel bad about that. I'm just saying, let's be realistic, okay? And I know some people think like, well, I would hate to pay for something, towards my student loans. And, they do end up making a change. Well, I will say this. They're expecting payments, because from what I know, they're stopping all this zero interest and no payments, for the COVID and all the rest of that stuff. They're stopping that stuff this year, actually this summer, okay? So, again, we're going to be forced to go back into this anyway, regardless of what you think. So we'll see what happens, but just know you got a strategy, you got a plan. And one of the easiest ways to do this is to have it where you have number one, an additional income stream coming in. And then number two, making sure that all of that income from that income stream, from that stream of income goes 100% towards your student loans. Okay. So if you like this video, like it, you want to share it. And as always, be sure to subscribe as we have nothing but great content on the way. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.